Sunny skies greeted the peloton of Paris-Nice as they headed from north to south, the longest day and a transitional stage, 212.4 kilometers, heading towards Saint-Paul-Trois-Châteaux. 3 early King of the Mountains climbs, 1 late one, and an intermediate sprint as well, with bonus seconds of 6, 4 and 2 available inside the last 50 kilometers. It will be a headwind for most of the day, putting off attacks. 2 riders would go up the road, but they wouldn't last long at all. 80 kilometers from the finish, both Jonas Gregor, who'd taken maximum points in the King of the Mountains classification, and Sandy Dujardin were pulled back. When we got to the intermediate sprint, there was plenty of action though. It was short and very intense. David Gaudu picking it up, Arnaud Démare in second, and for the first time this week, Tadej Pogačar unable to do the business when he'd gone for it. That meant that there would be a 4-second swing in favour of David Gaudu. He now trailed by 6 seconds in the general classification. However, Tadej Pogačar taking 2 seconds on the rest of his rivals, as Jonas Gregor made it 16 points out of a possible 16 and extended his own lead in the King of the Mountains classification on Pogačar to 18 with 3 races to go. Into the final kilometres of this race, which doesn't have a long highlight reel as you can see. The quietest day for quite a few years on Paris-Nice. By the time they were in the final 3 kilometres, however, it was a real fight, nervous one for positioning. There were roundabouts and traffic islands all over the place. Another very, very unnecessarily dangerous finish for the riders, perhaps. Dodging left and right, missing wheels here and there. It'd be an attack from Ben Swift in the final 700 metres that would really set things going. The Ineos Grenadiers rider tried to pull off an unlikely attacking win, but Edoardo Affini pulled him back inside the final of the roundabouts, just 300 metres to go. Mars Pedersen then launched the sprint, but it would be Edoardo Affini's teammate, Olaf Koy, who at 21 years of age would hit the front, stay at the front, and take the biggest victory of just the second year of his young career. Olaf Koy winning a Paris-Nice sprint, beating some of the biggest sprinters in the world, and announcing his arrival out of the chaos as the next big young sprint sensation from the Netherlands. Second place would go to Pedersen, a third on the day to Merlier, with Trentin up there, Canter in the top 5 as well. Kokar, Bennett, Marit, Page and Bol made up the top 10. All the headlines though to Jumbo-Visma Olaf Koy, who rebounded after a disappointment the day before that saw Tadej Pogačar take yellow. He'll keep yellow and have a lead of 6 seconds going into the final 3 stages. Vingegaard is now at 46, Yates at 58, with Meda at 1 minute and 21. So to stage 6. Tour to La Colle-sur-Loup, almost 200 kilometres, a long difficult day, up, down, left and right, one perhaps for a breakaway, maybe even the general classification riders could get interested as well. It's an unpredictable day, into the hills, but very much firmly in the south of France now, and a final loop around La Colle-sur-Loup. A finish after 197.4 kilometres, and one that you'll be able to see on GCN Plus, live or on demand. Remember, Paris-Nice and Tirreno Adriatico running concurrently this week on the home of cycling.